Human trafficking is constantly on the rise. Annually, it generates an estimated 258 trillion rands. Over 70% of detected human trafficking victims are women and girls, and roughly 1 in 4 human trafficking victims are children. It is evident that people are in danger. Shan Fourie is here from the Rise Up movement in studio with Megan Lane to tell us about their partnership with A21 in A Walk for Freedom.
Welcome back to Rise with BTV. With me in studio, I've got the beautiful Shan Fourie, Mrs. South Africa finalist top 30, mother of 3 and 3 dogs, and a beautiful lady. Welcome. Welcome to Rise with BTV.
Thank you so much, Meg. So nice to be back here with you.
So, Shan, today we are talking about A1 Walk. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So, Megs, the A21 Walk is a campaign that's been running for the last 8 years, and this year is the first time it's being run in Ballito. It is a global initiative where 71 countries take part, and we just want to encourage as many Ballito locals, surrounding Ballito, North Coasters, and beyond to come through and join us, because it's a silent demonstration against human trafficking. And I'll be leading the walk. It's going to be 5 kilometers from starting at Concha and ending at Concha. And yeah, we're just so excited to be part of such an incredible international initiative.
So tell me, why is it important for people to actually join you and walk?
So, Megs, it's all about showing up and showing that you care, because being there, even though it's a silent demonstration, is showing that you are part of something, or standing up against something rather. So we're standing up against human trafficking. It is a massive issue, and you know, not even, I mean, it hits me hard because I'm a mom of 3, like you said, and just, I cannot imagine anything worse than one of my children being taken and not knowing what's happened to them. This is what happens to countless mothers, fathers,
Every day.
sisters, every day. And if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. It's a demonstration that will be spoken about, that will raise awareness, that will just create an impact, and therefore show people that we don't accept this. This is not the norm. This is not okay. We're coming together as a nation, and we are making a stand. And you never know what ripple effects that will have, just us being together and standing together.
Just showing up, yes. So I know that this is going to be a silent walk. So why do you think this is a silent talk when there needs to be so much awareness? You know, so it's like, while I'm sitting here, I want to scream from the top of my head, listen, world, this is happening. Why do you think it's going to be silent?
Well, silent because the voices of the victims have been silenced. You and I both know how hard it is to be quiet for 5 kilometers.
Yes.
Can you imagine their voices being taken from them for eternity? I mean, I just get goosebumps thinking about it. It's just the most horrific form of act. So yeah, we will be doing 5 kilometers in silence, and the Rise Up movement is leading this initiative. Josh has put so much work in behind the scenes. Speaking of which, can I show everybody?
Yes.
So we have got t-shirts and backpacks, which we will be selling at 250 Rand. They are limited. There's a limited number of these. We're not making a huge amount of profit off this, but what profit will be made will go towards the gender-based violence victims safe house.
Yes.
And yeah, we just would love to see as many people at the walk in these tops as possible, because again, this says stop human trafficking. This is a statement in itself, on top of signs that everyone will be carrying and us being there in mass.
Yes. So is this going to be only women, or are men invited too?
Men are absolutely invited.
Okay.
Like, I think men being there is even more impactful, standing alongside women, It's not only women who are affected by human trafficking. Human trafficking takes place for organ harvesting. That's not gender specific, so this impacts everybody. And beyond. I mean, I don't want to get into too much of the gory detail of what goes on in, the dark side of the world, but this is a major problem, Megs. And so men, women, children standing together doing this 5-kilometer walk in unison will be incredible.
Yes. So for people wanting to do this walk, is there an entry fee?
There's no entry fee for anybody. So you sign up, you can go to the Rise Up Movement website, there's a link and you can sign up there and then show up.
So Shan, I know this is going to be a 5-kilometer walk from Concha to Concha. How can you secure the people with knowing that they are safe? I know Media Response is one of the people that will be involved. What are the other companies that will be involved in this?
So Megs, SAPS is involved. We also have all the permits from Quadakuza. They're well aware that this walk is taking place in the vicinity. Our other partners include Mrs. South Africa. They have partnered with us as well as Elemba Chamber of Commerce. So we really believe we're going to be walking in single file. So that in itself, I think, makes a statement. We're walking silently in single file on the 15th of October, 9 a.m. And it's going to be a demonstration, I think, that is just going to affect people's hearts and minds and hopefully just have a lasting effect.
I know with this being a silent walk, people struggle to talk about this. So the only thing they need to do is just show up and walk. And I think it's so beautiful. And I'm probably going to cry the whole 5 kilometers of it. But it's so beautiful. And thank you to you and Josh for doing this. I think it's going to be heartwarming.
I think so too, Megs. I really just want to encourage everybody, please show up, come and join us. It is going to be very likely an emotional day.
Yes.
But if we can tap into a fraction of the emotion of what people who are suffering in our nation and around the globe are going through, then it's done its job. So join us, join the Rise Up movement. Let's get together and show that we are one, and we will fight this.
Yes. Shan, so if people cannot make this walk but really, really, really want to help, how can they do that?
Megs, so ideally, I would love people to join the walk. That is absolutely number one. If people want to help over and above that, we will also happily take donations. There will be Zapper cards on site, as well as just going to the Rise Up Movement website. People can make donations there. But I really want to encourage once again people to come through, because that's the goal of this.
And can they donate on the day of the walk as well?
They can. They can donate on the day. They can donate beforehand. They can donate afterwards. The best thing to do if you are passionate about human trafficking, gender-based violence, child abuse, is if you have the means to set up a debit order monthly. Everyone thinks, everyone is so cash strapped and it is difficult times, but I think, what can I do with 100 Rand? I've got an extra 100 Rand or 500 Rand at the end of the month, what can I do with it? But if everyone had that mindset and set up a debit order, 100 people doing 100 Rand, 1,000 people doing 100 Rand a month,
it's a huge help.
10,000 people doing 1,000 Rand a month, 100 Rand a month, it grows into something big. And that's what this walk also symbolizes. It's coming together and showing what we can do when we come together.
Yes. And those little bags, are they available on the website? Is it only for the day, or can they buy afterwards? How does it work?
Meg, so the numbers are quite limited on these. So there may be some left over on the day to purchase, but it's more than likely that they will sell out beforehand. You can purchase through contacting the Rise Up movement, and Josh will help with your order.
Thank you so much for all the information, Shan. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Meg.
To the viewers, get in touch with the Rise Up movement and come and join us on this walk. It's going to be heartwarming, like I said. It's probably going to be like nothing else you've ever seen. And remember that we have the the backpack and the t-shirt. Join us for this. It's really important for the community to be one.
Wow, listening to that just gave me goosebumps. This definitely is a cause that everyone should get behind. The BTV team will be live streaming this event on the 15th of October, and we really hope to see you all there. For now, we'll be back after the ad breaks.